In this video, I'm gonna give you the exact blueprint of how you can go from being a complete beginner and never having made money online ever before to making your first $5,215 online before 2025. So there's gonna be no BS, straight to the point, exactly what to do. It's not going to be easy, but I'll give you the blueprint of exactly how to do it, and then it will be up for you to actually go out there and take action on this stuff, because this stuff works. It's exactly the same framework that took me from being dead broke, having $500 to my name, living with my parents 3 years ago, being miserable at that point, to then going on to build a life of complete freedom, making multiple six figures online before I turned 22, and now traveling the world and literally being able to go wherever I want, be able to do whatever I want and make a lot of money, and also helping other people do exact same thing as well in a very short amount of time. This is the framework, this is what works, up to you to implement it. Let's get into it. The first thing I need you to understand is that the way that you're thinking of making money online right now is probably completely wrong, and that is why you're stuck right now. Because if your kind of way of thinking, like, Alex, I want to become rich, I want to make all this money online, I'm going to start my own online business. If that's what you're thinking right now, and that's what you're thinking I'm going to explain to you, you're completely wrong. Because starting an online business is not the best way for you to quickly start making money online and set yourself up for the long-term goals that you have. If you're a beginner, if you're starting off in the online space, you need to humble yourself. You need to focus on becoming valuable and learning actual skills instead of starting a business. And that's why in this plan I'm going to give you here, we're not going to start our own business. We're not going to do TikTok shop, drop shipping, any of these opportunities, or like SMMA, or any of these different things that you've heard about online, growth operating, and all that stuff, you know? What we're going to do is you're going to focus on learning a high income skill set, which is going to be sales. And by doing that, you're going to fast track your path to success, because there's less than a month left of this year until, depending on when you're watching this video, there's less than 1 month left until 2025, which means that we don't have a lot of time. So if you want to get into this, actually make your first 5K before the end of this year, we need to move quickly. So the plan of how to actually make that happen, I've helped like multiple different clients do the exact same thing. I've actually had people that are like as young as like 19 years old with no experience previously, get into remote high ticket sales with no experience, learn the skill, get into a business in about 1.5 weeks and start making money doing it. So it's possible to do. So here's the framework. Here's what to do. Number one, you need to learn the skill set. You need to understand that number one, remote high ticket sales, what it takes to get into it is skill set and one client. You don't need to become the best of the best in terms of like sales, and you also don't need multiple different clients. You just need to get pretty confident in the skill set, know what to say, know how to run the calls, know how to show up and things like that. And then you need to land one of these online high ticket businesses to actually go and sell for. So you probably know people online like Iman Gadzhi, people like Alex Becker, people like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, people that sell information online. That's the industry that we're in, that when you're doing high ticket remote sales. And that's the type of business that you want to like land and be able to work for as your client as well. You only need one of those businesses to work for to make 5-10K per month in this industry. So the framework of how to get into this is number one, you need to learn a skill set. So the easiest and fastest way to do that is basically by finding someone who already knows the skill set, has already learned it, and just pay them money to learn from them. That's one path you can take. Find a mentor, someone who's already good at sales, learn from them, learn the sales principles, how to talk, the scripts, but make sure that it's someone that's actually in this specific industry. You don't want to just be working with someone who's like general sales. You want to be working with someone who's actually in this space, because the sales that you do in remote high ticket sales looks very, very different from car sales or like tech sales and other industries, you know? So learn sales, become confident, understand the sales principles, the scripts and things like that. That's thing number one. And then you start practicing that. That's the second thing. You need to start practicing that, start role playing that, start really like doing it over and over again until you actually get good at it. So you actually like get those reps in. Same thing as if you go to the gym, you know, you don't actually get good at stuff, you don't actually build muscle until you like just put in the reps, you know. Same thing here in sales. You need to start putting in the reps, start doing it over and over again. And that's when you get confident in it, and that's what's gonna set you up, then go into one of these businesses and actually start working for them and actually start making money remotely with these companies. So that's step number two. Number one, learn the skill set. Number two, practice the skill set. Find a group of people that you can actually meet up with frequently and like practice with. And then step number three is that once you're confident in the skill set, Basically start exposing yourself to businesses. And this can be probably one of the hardest parts for a lot of people when it comes to actually getting out into businesses, like knowing what to say, knowing how to present yourself to these high ticket online coaches and online business owners, knowing how to actually get through to them in the right way to actually like get their attention, and then how to eventually land a role with them, you know? That's the big thing that I help inside of my inner circle, inside of my mentorship, is like helping guys get connected with businesses, showing them how to actually reach out in the best ways and things like that. But to kind of keep it brief here is basically what you need to do is just like reach out in ways that stand out from everyone else. You know, don't just do the same thing as like send these generic copy and paste DMs on Instagram. Do things that actually stand out from other people. Be creative, do personalized outreach and actually stand out in the message that you send out, and you will get through to business owners by doing that. And then you need to blast a lot of volume. You know, the biggest tip I can give you is like focus on just the inputs. Pick a number that you want to do every single day and just blast out 10, 20, 30 outreaches every single day. That is like the fastest and the most guaranteed way to win in this space. And that's it. If you just follow that framework and just like execute on all these things that I told you in this video, you will land a role in this space. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a lot of reasons for you to just give up and like stop doing it when you don't get any replies to your DMs for a while, or when you have to like get better at the skill set, and like this work involved with this, obviously. But I promise you, if you can just show up and just do this and detach yourself from have I gotten a role yet, and instead just focus yourself on the inputs, which is also kind of like the ironic thing, you know, because you clicked on this video because I told it I will help you get a role before New Year's, which is 100% possible to do. But the funny thing is that the way for you to actually get there is by completely detaching yourself from the idea that you're gonna get a role before New Year's, and just focusing on the inputs that will get you there. The more you can focus, and that's really the big lesson from this video, is that the more you can focus on the inputs and detach yourself from the results, the more you will win. That's been the biggest thing that's helped me get success in this space and make a lot of money, is to just focus on the inputs and not care about what the results are. Because if you focus on the results, you're gonna probably give up. If you get to the point where it's 2 days before New Year's, 1 day before New Year's Eve, 2025, and you can literally have landed a role like the day after New Year's, you know? But you quit because you didn't make it happen in the time frame that you put. That's the most stupid thing, you know? You need to just completely detach yourself from the time frame and only focus on the inputs. But this framework though, if you come into it and you literally do everything I told you, you go all in on learning the skill sets, you go all in on role playing, practicing, getting feedback, finding a mentor, someone who can give you feedback and make sure you can get better very quickly. Number 3, reaching out to businesses. Ideally, I'll also getting into like pipelines and like networks where you have other businesses that are actively hiring. If you do that, you can land a role literally in the next week by doing that. And then that means you have another, when I'm recording this video, it's roughly like another like 2 to 3 weeks that you have left until New Year's for you to go out and just work with the business. Find a business to work for, start working with them. Half a month, if you work with a good business, you can easily bring in 5K in commissions doing that. This might seem unrealistic and crazy, but like literally I did the exact same thing. I went from 0 to my first 10K a month in literally 3 months of getting into the space. So if you just go out there and you push yourself, you go hard with this, you can make this happen. But even if you don't get discouraged. Realize that this game of remote sales, the good thing about it is you can't fail. You're learning a skill that's always going to be around for businesses. And you're in an industry where you can't lose. You can keep going as long as you want. Keep learning the skill, keep getting better, do more outreach. And you will eventually end up winning. It might not happen in this month. It might take a bit longer for you. But you will win because you're in the perfect position for you to actually succeed in. You're not doing trading where you can risk losing all of your money. You're not doing drop shipping where you have to invest money to run ads for your business. There's no downside to this. You can keep doing this for as long as you need to until you win. And that is the key takeaway from this video. Pick an opportunity you can keep doing for as long as you need to until you win. And pick the thing that's going to be the fastest path for you to make 10K a month, which is this industry that I'm talking about right now. Remote high-ticket sales. It's going to make you more confident, certain, teach you how to speak properly, and you're part of a very fast-growing industry. And it's the fastest way to get 10K a month. You don't have to start your own business, don't have to go through the stress of all that, and this is the framework of how to do it. So if you have any questions whatsoever about what I told you about in this video, DM me on Instagram. The link is down below this video. I reply to all DMs over there and I'm happy to help you out. If you want help from me one-on-one to speed up this process and really make sure you can get there very, very fast, by helping you like review your calls, give you feedback, show you sales principles, help you land roles. If you want all that help from me one-on-one, click the link down below. You can book a call with me. We can chat and see if you're a good fit for my inner circle, which is my one-on-one coaching. So if you're interested in that, click the link. And thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Over and out here from Brazil. Take care. Ciao.